Hey Flosstube, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. I didn't prepare. I don't know. I guess I kind of prepared. I just want to get this out there because I took my dragon, and I'm gonna not be looking at the camera. I took my dragon off the Q-snap, and before I put it back on, I want to do a video because I feel like it'll be a while until I have him off again. So it's gonna be probably like a shorter video because I just want to show you progress. I only have 4 projects to show the progress on. Um, I just ate some peanuts, so it might be in my mouth. Um, Let me start with it, I suppose. Let me get. I always kind of rush through my videos because I feel like, I don't know, maybe people don't want to hear what I have to say. But then why would you be watching? But I appreciate people that have like longer. They like talk to you normal instead of being like rushing through videos. Um, so this is my journal, or I guess my cross stitch journal. It's an STM journal, the purple color. It has a closure thing. There's this. It comes with a nice little pen, and then it's got 2 little bookmarks. And I've just been putting cross stitching stuff in here since 2023. I don't know if I've shown this before. I feel like I have not, but so I'm keeping track of my whips. I probably haven't updated this. I have terrible handwriting. I try to do like pretty fonts and stuff, but it just doesn't work out well. I keep track of the number of days on each whip. And then I keep track of finishes, which are pathetic right now. I want more finishes, but I just like all my projects are kind of big, so I don't know. This was my November layout. You can see it was crooked. This purple wasn't here. I used a pen marker on December and it looked okay. And then I was like, okay, I'll color it in. And it wasn't okay. I got this like discounted Happy Planner sticker thingamajigger from Michael's. And I've just been putting like the inspirational quotes in there. Anyways, so I've just been doing it each month. I did March in like fancy gold and green colors. So then I just do the month layout, and then every day I just write down if I stitched, or kind of not every single thing that I do, but like basically if I stitched, and if I didn't stitch, why didn't I stitch? So let's look at May. I think I showed you guys Witchy Way last video, and I think I showed Make a Wish. I was working on that, continuing through May. So Make a Wish is a Carolyn Manning design. I was doing it for the Manning and May sale. You guys know which one I'm talking about. Everybody was kind of doing it. So I did this design, Make a Wish, or I'm working on this design. These are black stitches, but I'm just doing it on black Aida. So, and I mean, it's really pretty, but it's even like better in real life. And then these are all the little colors, which you can see there's a lot of pretty colors there. Whoop. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so this is Make a Wish by Carolyn Manning, and here we go. I just started working on one page, on the middle page. I just added all these like motifs down here. So every day in May I was putting a length of thread. I was doing each motif, but then I felt like I was spending a lot of time on it when I wanted to spend time on other things. So I was just putting a length of thread in each. Hopefully I could put a comparison picture here above my face, and you can kind of see how far I got. I kind of liked putting a length of thread in every day. So I'm debating on doing it for June, but I'm not really sure what I should do. Like, I kind of want to spin the wheel, but I don't think it would translate well on like a full coverage or like a big thing. So I'm kind of tempted to start a smaller one. I got some bookmarks, and I bought a bunch of patterns from Stitchy Princess Black, I think. She's a Ukrainian designer. I bought a bunch of her patterns, and so I'm like, maybe I should do one of those. Sorry, it's not really, it's kind of see-through, but either way, it's beautiful, it's lovely. Oh, it actually might go like this. You can see the Q-snaps. This Ada is really stiff. I'm not sure what kind of Ada it is, if it's from, you know, Charles Craft, Witch Help, Zweigert, I don't know, whoever else makes Ada. After that, so Dragon in Wonderland is my main focus. This is why I'm doing this video, because I took it off. I got to the bottom of the Q-snap, and then I took it off, so. I did put this in Pattern Keeper. It was a little messed up. There's, like, lines missing, or there's, like, a gap of lines in one of the pages. It's like one of the pages did not sparse, or what's the word? One of the pages did not get rid of the grayed outline shenanigans, but it's okay. I've been able to figure it out. Alright, comparison for last time. This is Dragon in Wonderland. I got it from Lola Lotta's shop, but I cannot find them anymore. And this is now on my bobbin. And there's a bunch of different dragons just like this. I told you last time there's a lot of blends. I don't know, I think it looks so great though. It's so pretty. I love this fabric. It is a Picture This Plus. I think it's a 16 count Ada Picture This Plus woodland. I think it's beautiful. I started parking because I just feel like my stitches are so ugly on this. So I feel like just going from top down was a little bit prettier results. Anyways, yeah, so this is my focus. I'm focusing on this until we have a finish. And I think it would probably take about 1 or 2 more Flosstube sessions, which is like, I don't know, 3, probably like a month or 2. Probably 2 more months, maybe, and I'll have it done. Maybe sooner. The wings and the hat and stuff were like a lot. The face. Once I get past the dragon body, there's just like marshmallows. There's mushrooms. There's a caterpillar, which will take a little bit, but once I get that done, then I think it'll kind of go fast. But there's a ton of back stitching, so you shall see how that goes. Anyways, so that is Dragon in Wonderland, and I'm sure I could put up the person who did it, who drew it or created or whatever, but I don't know it off the top of my head. So after that, my aunt came into town, and I had met, okay, so my aunt came into town, and then her aunt came with her, so my grandma's sister came with her, and, I kind of feel like my aunt is pretty religious she's like very, like, I guess she's just Mormon, and she's a lot more reserved and a lot less like someone like me. But my aunt's aunt, my great aunt, I don't know what you call her, she's definitely a lot more like me. It was weird how similar we were. Like, I've met her as a child before. I've never really met and hung out with her as an adult, but it was so great, and like, it just really, really, really made me miss my grandma. And it's like very unfortunate that I couldn't, you know, like, I just I don't know. I just don't have my grandparents. I don't have any of my grandparents, maternal or paternal. I used to have step grandparents, but they're like pretty much gone now too. So it's just really sad. Like, if you have grandparents, don't take them for granted. Yeah, just don't take them for granted. I was, you know, really young when my grandpa on my dad's side passed, and then I was just in the new 20s, I guess, late teens, when my other grandparents kind of passed, and I just, when you're that young, you just don't realize, like, what you're going to be missing out on, and so if you're that young, or if you have grandparents, and you're not really, I mean, just don't take them for granted, because mine were really great, and I can never speak with them again, but... So anyways, that took a weird turn, sorry. But anyways, so yeah, my aunt came into town. She was great, and that was a good little visit. The next project I have, sorry, it's crinkly. Let me just open it and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next project I have is this one. Is Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place. Alright, so I love it so much. Last time I think I just kind of had half a horse butt and some legs, back legs, horse butt and legs. And I worked upward. And now we got this. Let me move this needle minder. I have a horse head and I have a headless horseman. Here's a comparison from before. Yeah, I think it looks so great. I love it. I switched over to mostly DMC. There's only a couple anchor pieces in the jacket. I put Krynic in the horse's eyeball there. I don't know. I just kind of had it with me and I was like, that sounds like a great idea. This is a 28 count fabric, or is it 28 count? This is a fabric from Volcano Stitching. It is a 32 count. So I think it's doing great. I love it. I think it's coming out so great on video too. It's so pretty. I love this purple fabric. Yeah, there's not really much more to say about that, I guess. I messed up and bought the wrong Krynic for, there's like a metally bit. I bought the wrong size. So I need to order that, but stitching must go on despite not having the proper supplies. And that's the third project. And then it was Memorial Day weekend. We went to Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is like one of my all-time favorite places. It's always been good times, good memories, good vibes for me. I just love the boardwalk. I love the beaches there. They have a dog beach, and you can take your dog there, and they're always running around, and it's so great. And I just love that part. I just love that coastal feel. It's really, really beautiful right now. Well, I think everything's really beautiful right now. Everything is really green, and I live in, desert, and it's really green. So Santa Cruz was like triple, quadruple green, and there were so many beautiful flowers and lemons and all kinds of great stuff. So yeah, just me and my husband went there for like 2 nights. We were gonna try to get in on like a shark/whale watching thing, but they were not open on the days that we were there. I guess they might have been saving for the actual weekend. I don't know. What else did we do while we were there? I don't know. We just kind of explored around and stuff. Anyways, after that, we came back to my hometown, and then my cousin was having a wedding, so we did the whole wedding thing. It was really beautiful. They did a tortilla slap, like that game, you put water in your mouth and then slap people with tortillas. It was really fun. It was really funny. Their wedding was really great. It was in a beautiful park, and it was just a perfect little wedding for them. And then the next day we went out to the lake. My whole family was out there camping. I opted out of camping because I wanted to go to my cousin's wedding, and but we went out for the day. It was raining. Like, it wasn't packed at all. Like, it usually is like packed to the brim, but it wasn't packed at all because it was just going to be rainy the whole entire Memorial weekend pretty much. When we went there, there was probably like 20 minutes of like hard rain, and then it stopped, but it was just like cold and gloomy. Like, I didn't even go in the lake, which is like unheard of because I usually am always in the lake. But it was a good time. There was my uncle brought a lot of teenagers and I was just like, oh my gosh, I am definitely not a teenager anymore, especially when there's so many of them. I'm like, but it was still fun. And then the Monday or something after that, oh no, the Thursday after that, we went up to Lake Tahoe, which is super beautiful if you ever get the chance to go. I went with my sisters, my brother, and my cousin. My husband didn't come with us because he had to sleep because he was going to work and stuff like that. It was great. I actually got in the water there. It was really nice until the wind started blowing because there's a lot of snow up there still. So once the wind started blowing, it just started blowing in chilly, cold air. And but before that it was great. It was like it's like nice and hot there, not super hot. It's hotter, and then the water's pretty chilly. It didn't seem super chilly to me this time, or whatever, but I did kind of mess up and like where my bathing suit straps were. I didn't like sunscreen well. So if you see, if you like were to see me with my shirt, it's like I just have red circular armpit front pocket looking things because of like a sunburn. So first time out in the sun in like, it seems like 100 years because winter was like forever. But yeah, I got a little burnt. And it was worth it. It was a really good time. I want to go there more often. I think I'm gonna take my other sister and we'll just explore different beaches and stuff there. Because we always just go to the paid beach. It's a lot easier when you have children and stuff like that. But I know there's like top secret beaches and blah blah blah. The locals don't want you to know. So, yeah, that's pretty much all my social life happenings. uh, so the last project I worked on, and this one I worked on for like 5 days. So this is Impossible Love by Heaven and Earth Designs. Selena Fennick. I've been kind of parking. I have been parking for sure, and I've been um going around with this piece. Going around the robin with it. Alright. I'll probably put in well, I don't know. Maybe I won't. Anyways, so here's the top of it. And I went all the way across the top to here. And then I went all the way down. And then I started going across the bottom. So I think when I started, I was probably like about here. And then I went down and over. You see? Sorry. I guess all my threads are hanging out. But I don't know. I find parking like so satisfying. It just does something to my little tiny brain. My big brain. I don't know. My big headed brain. I think it's great though. So this is going to be how big it is in full. I can't even, there we go. Fit all in there. Woo. And I was kind of getting dismayed because I was like having a hard time figuring out like where I should park and stuff. But I think I'm just going like where I would naturally go if I wasn't parking is where I'm parking at. And I just park in the column or the road depending on whatever it is. So it's a lot of fun and it's really satisfying. I spent more days on this than I really planned on. So there probably would have been more progress on the dragon or any other project, but I don't know. I just really liked this one. And obviously you have it in Pattern Keeper, so that helps. The thing about having the dragon in Pattern Keeper is that all the colors are smaller numbers. So like with the Haid, they're like thousands of numbers or thousands of stitches per color. But with the dragon, there's like 100, 200, 300. So you're hitting zeros a lot faster and it's very satisfying to me. Anyways, so that's all that. We've been working on our yard. When I bought a house, I guess I didn't get the memo that you're supposed to maintain your yard. So we got our pavers in and stuff like that. And then I have this weed. There's this weed that grows out there. It's been getting progressively growing further out. Usually Jason, my husband, mows it down, which is a sight to see because they're like 3 feet tall. So I finally, I'm out there pulling them because, they're decently easy to pull. And I put a picture on Facebook and I was like, what is this? And it's like a highly invasive weed that, destroys crops and worlds and lives and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. And it's like, don't burn it. It doesn't work. Don't mow it. It doesn't work. Mowing it makes it worse. Like, oh, well, that's good to know now. So we've been pulling it mostly because I want to plant grass, so I don't want to poison the whole ground where I want grass, but I think we might put some where the gravel is because I don't really want anything growing in the gravel. Yeah, so we got pavers too, which was nice because I was a cheap ass. I was a cheap ass and I didn't want to pay. Like, I got some quotes and I'm like, damn, that's expensive. So I cheap assed it out, and I just went and rented like a small blur, 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 um you know what a blur, blur, blur is, right? What is that called? A jackhammer. And we just jackhammered it all out, and then my friend came over with his tractor and then like took all the most of the concrete away, because it wasn't like solid concrete, it was like a concrete like couple inches, not like 8 inches. So we took all that out, and then I mean, we saved quite a bit of money doing it that way though, and it really only took like 6, 7, 8 hours of hard labor. Maybe I'm misremembering. You know how when things were terrible while you were doing it, but then when you look back, like, it wasn't that bad. Maybe. Anyways, I'm sure you guys don't care. I'm gonna have a tree guy come in and educate me about trees today. So, haul wise, I usually try to stay around like a $50 budget per month. The crossstitchingsupplies.com is having a sale. I think she is, or they are going out of business or restructuring their business or something. So I think they're like liquidating a lot of things. So I bought a bunch of I bought a bunch of fabrics, basic fabrics kind of, and just so I can kind of see how they are, and also like see the colors, and also oh, they were like, sorry, I look crazy, jeez. They were like $3 or so, like a piece, if not less. And they're kind of weird cuts. Like, so this is the first one. This is Vintage Country Mocha 32 count by Zweigert, and it's a 5x11. So it's just kind of like, you know, look how it's like the size of my face. But I mean, that's fine. Like, I'm sure I will find something to go on there. This is Sparkle Gray with metallic silver print linen from Zweigert. I just thought this would be cute to see how it is, because, you know, it is Sparkle Gray for sure. It's an 8x13, so something cute should fit on that, no problem. That's a 32 count. And then I got some 30 count angel hair linen by Weeks Dye Works. I guess that's a pretty accurate color. It's a nice basic tone. It's like a little yellow. I guess it does look like angel hair. Then I got summer khaki linen, a 32 count summer khaki linen by Zweigert. And it's like a 7x9. So they're all just kind of interesting cuts. I think they must be like end pieces. What I want to see is like the color, and then if I want a color like this again, I could just go to Zweigert or whoever sells Zweigert and be like, I want this one. And then we got Seafoam linen by Weeks Dye Works, which is a really pretty seafoam color. I'm so good at describing things. You know, people are always like, oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous, and like, I agree, but I'm just not that kind of person, you know. I wanted to try this tropical, it's tropical green linen by Witchelt. I think this would be so fun to do a summer design on. There was one that somebody put out, it's like lollipops, no, it's like popsicles, and it says summer. I think Christine Designs does it, maybe. But, yeah, I think it would be so pretty to do like a wild color like that. I got French lace, 40 count French lace linen by Witchelt. And it's a more eggshell green blue eggshell color. I got this 40 count white linen because it's white, so I could dye it if I want, and it's, you know, 40 count's not a problem for me. Apparently I'm over here doing it on grays and purples and blacks and whoever knows what. I got lavender Lugana just because I love purple lavender. This is a 5.5 by 227, 32 count. So you know how I got that wedding row? I'm like, ooh, would that fit on there? I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. I thought wedding row I should probably do like a lighter color though. And then I got Star Sapphire by Witchelt, 8x13, 32 count. It's got more of a green tone to it, which is beautiful. I got a cream linen. So I never know the difference between like cream, beige, white, off-white, lacy white, whatever, you know. This is a little more see-through. And you can see it's just like, it's almost like a square, 7x8, like. So they're very specific cut pieces, which is interesting. And then I have Ivory Jobelin in 8x13, which is really pretty, by Witch Out. And then I have another one that's bigger pieces, 13x18 by Witch Out. So ivory versus, so it's like ivory versus linen, or white linen? Cream linen? Ivory versus cream. They don't really look that different. The only reason why the linen looks different is because it's thinner. And then the last one I got was chalkboard black linen by Witch Out, 28 count. I wanted this to see if it was like kind of an off black versus a black. So I'm just gonna pop this open. Luckily these bags aren't like the really loud ones, but let me get the Ada on this piece I have and see the difference. Oops, sorry. Just revealing all my secrets around you. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely lighter colored. This camera makes it look like it's like a light gray. It's definitely like dark, but it's not as dark as black, I guess. But I guess if you were to hold it against a white, it would be black. See, now it looks black. Well, I don't know. Either way, I'm happy with it. So that was my haul. That was like quite a bit of pieces. Fabric pieces, and like, mind you, they're smallerish kind of pieces, some of them are, but they were all like under, for shipping and everything, I think I spent like $52. I had a lot more in my cart, but I didn't want to I put a lot of stuff in my cart and it was at like 200, and I was like, oh, I can't. I mean, I could, but I shouldn't. So I just did $50 worth, and maybe next month when I can like renew my budget, my self-imposed budget, it'll be better. Yeah, other than that, that's it. That's all my haul. I haven't really been working on any other crafts. I've been playing Minecraft, and I've been working on my yard and hanging out with people. I have been socializing. I've been trying to socialize more because, you know, it's good for you, I guess. No, I like my people. I love my people, so I should. I just, sometimes you get so wrapped up in your own thing, or I really have no problem just staying home all the time and doing stuff that I want to do, like cross stitching, and there's other projects and stuff like that. Like, I love my home. I'm, you know, I guess I'm a homebody, but I also love to go and hang out with people and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to do that more often. So anyways, that's all for now, folks. I'm gonna work on the dragon thing, Dragon in Wonderland, and I have some more projects planned or picked out. I don't know where my little list went. Maybe I can find it. Oh, here it is. So I just spun the wheel and I got a little list here. So the next one looks like at least a Pikachu. Pikachu, the one that is like a printed on there, a stamped kit. So I'll probably work on Pikachu after I do a couple days with the Dragon in Wonderland. If you have any questions, and then I guess leave them in the comments. I totally forgot to read the comments on my last video, so I'll probably just go do that now. So you guys are probably just gonna get a bunch of like, oh, the Graveyard Stitcher has responded to your comments like a month or something later. I apologize. It's like sometimes if something's like not directly in front of my face, I just don't really like tend to think about it, which is probably some kind of condition, but I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like my husband's like, yeah, just do this thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, I absolutely need to do that. And then as soon as he like turns around, it's like I'm like 10-second Tom, like totally forgot. Totally didn't even think about it ever again. So anywho, thanks for watching again. I'm gonna say that again because I keep dragging on. Have a lovely day. Have a nice day. Kick some ass at whatever you're doing. And oh, I apologize for the poor quality of my video last time. I am not an editor, and no matter how many times I drop hints to my husband that he should become an editor, he doesn't pick them up. So, you women that have your fantastic editing husbands, you're lucky. I know, my husband's great. So I guess if he wants to, he does everything else for me. So I guess I should edit, but so I was trying out a new setting because it takes a long time to like render videos and stuff and then upload them, and I hit the quality button and I should have left the quality button on because it definitely decreased my quality. So, anyways, sorry about that. Hopefully this one's better. Let me know. Thank you. Bye.